right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Brothers and sisters, we are back once again. We are live. It's your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, one of the original road warlords. And again, we are live. I'm sorry I missed going live last weekend. It's just I was extremely tired. Excuse me. Yeah, I was extremely tired. So back up here and had a chance to check some of you guys out and stuff. Hope that everybody's doing all right. Um, this year is winding on down, man. We got we got 2.5 more weeks left. 2.5 more weeks left and stuff, man. And then this year will be over. Hopefully, we can step into 2021 um, a lot better than we could this year and stuff. Despite with the coronavirus and everything being shut down. Yeah, with everything being shut down and stuff. So, um, what the world? Oh, I don't need it to go down. That's right. I don't need it to go down. So, and it's got 2.5 more weeks before this year is out and stuff. And so, I don't know. It's just, it's been a pretty messed up year for. It's been a pretty messed up year for a lot of reasons, man. I mean, I don't know. I guess in trucking we kind of did all right. Well, at least I feel that way and stuff. I think we did all right. What's going on? I was just saying I haven't heard anything. Yeah. Preach. I don't know. Last weekend, man, I was just tired. All right, Mr. Ross. Yeah, I was just tired and stuff, man. And so I ain't want to sit there and do the live and stuff, and then be tired. And I was upset too. So that's just a terrible combination. So I just said, man, you know, I couldn't really find the time and stuff, and so I said I figured go ahead and do it today. But yeah, I'm still kicking in and stuff. It's just I'm kind of debating on and stuff, cause the truck's almost paid off, and then I get this thing from Lone Mountain and stuff, right, about them getting the 2021s. Yeah, they're getting the 2021 W900s and stuff, and so if the program is like how it was when I went to go get this truck in and stuff, then I know it's a brand new truck. It's 5 years. I know they wanted 12 grand down last time, so I'm thinking this time they probably gonna want about 16, and so they're probably gonna want either 16 or 17. I imagine 16, and the payments are probably gonna be about 28 a month, where the other ones was 26, and so I'm just really kind of debating on that and stuff, cause I'm like, I know I'm probably gonna get some grief behind this decision or whatever and stuff, right? But that was, that was the original plan from the beginning, was to get the truck. And so, if the truck is brand new, right? Yeah, Mr. Ross. So, that was the thing. That was the whole plan from the beginning. It's just I didn't know that they was getting in some more trucks and stuff until 5 minutes before they were closing and stuff, and I already signed a contract on this truck and stuff. So, I'm like, shoot, if they would have told me any other time and stuff, right, I could have been on the plane If they would have told me when I first got there and stuff they were getting some in, I just would have gave them the other. Now, kind of hear me out on this and stuff. Kind of hear me out on this stuff with the W9. But if they would have told me any other time, right, that they was coming in and stuff like that, I would have went on ahead and dropped them the rest of the money, and I just would have called a plane back to the house. I would call a plane or a bus back to the house and just tell them, okay, look, my truck get in, wherever it's at and stuff, tell me where it is and I'll go get it. Cause the truck's brand new, and the truck is brand new. I know how to make the money and stuff with it, you know. So I didn't have to worry about like you know, the emissions and stuff like that, because you covered for 4 years and stuff for the manufacturer. So it's no third party people involved in. You just take it there, whatever it is, they got to fix it for 4 years. So the only thing I would just need is money for downtime and stuff like that, you know. But wherever the truck is, you know, I could just leave it there, just make sure I got money for bills and stuff like that. Now, the plan was, if I go that route, I was gonna trade this truck in and stuff. I was either gonna trade it or I was gonna sell it on a real low end and stuff, right? Cause I don't want to be sitting on this truck for a long period of time and stuff, like, you know, just keeping it as a backup and stuff. It's no need if I know that the truck that I'm getting is brand new. You know, it's you know, you don't need a backup and stuff. Even if somebody comes in and they tow lost the truck, you know, they're just gonna pay you off and you go get another one and stuff like that. So it's no backup. It's no, well, what if this happened? What if that happens and stuff? All the bases are covered when the truck is brand new. It's just I don't want to be sitting on this truck, because it'll be just like how Skyroost is that I know if I get that W9, it ain't no point of me even saying, yeah, I'm gonna get back in this truck and kind of move it back and forth. And I already made my decision that I wasn't gonna you know, like hire drive and stuff like that. I just ain't doing it. I'm just be a one truck, one trailer operation. It's just, if I was to get that truck from Lone Mountain, even though it's 5 years, I would have to have that truck paid off in 2 years, which means that I would have to be paying these guys weekly. Like, you know, you got your monthly payments, but I won't pay them every week. I would just pay them monthly, but I would take the money and just keep it, you know, just weekly and stuff like that. And then when I got everything I need, I just go, here you go, here your money. And I would have to have that truck paid off for 2 years, even though it's 5 years on the truck. And that's cause it's other plans and stuff I kind of got in play. So the truck is a motivator to keep me out here and stuff, to say, you know, cause I'm always out here. You know, I'm always out here. I'm always on the road and stuff. And so it'll be a motivator and stuff, man, to keep me running. But then on the other hand, I was thinking about this too, is that the reason why I was going to buy the truck is because there's no mystery. You see what I'm saying? When you get a new truck, it's no mystery. And even if the truck is bugged and stuff like that or whatever, you starting to have a lot of issues. You know, it's nothing out of pocket. You got to pay. You just take it to the manufacturer. They fix it, and then your downtime, you know, just make sure you got money for bills and stuff like that. And so, you know, I ain't got, you know, I don't have, my bills and stuff are just not out of control. You know, I won't be financing anything but the truck itself. And so even with that, you know, if it's bad enough and stuff, I know, like, if they see that you ain't made no money with it and stuff like that, they would just go ahead and kind of put it on the back, put on the back end, stuff like that. So, you know, it's already, you know, it's already a plan and stuff in play. It's just, it just takes the mystery out of guessing what I have, cause the other plan was I was just gonna run for 2 years and then just buy me a truck straight up. Like, well, okay, yeah, I can go to the auction, or I can go to a used truck lot and stuff. The problem is, it's not the truck, it's you know, you guessing what you have, cause I don't wanna, I don't mind paying for a truck. I do have a problem paying for a truck if it's overpriced, and then I gotta put work into it, cause, you know, they sell these trucks all the time, and the first thing they tell me, oh, well, I did all this, I did all that, you know, and they got this maintenance report and all this crap, and the people who did it and stuff, you know, yeah, they fixed it. But if something goes wrong with it and stuff, right, then, you know, you ain't got nothing. They'll say, you know, all the time, well, look, you know, 379P, W900. I'm selling for $60,000, $70,000. I got 100,000 on the end frame and stuff, and the transmission rebuild, right? And see, you know, people don't really come off on equipment. People don't really come off on equipment unless there's some trouble. And so that's the same thing like this truck and stuff. I'm like, I really haven't put a lot into it because I'm debating on whether I'm going to sell it or not. And so if I'm selling it, then I'm going to sell it on the low end, and it's going to be somebody else's problem. So, you know, at least they'll know what they're dealing with and stuff like that. And see, even if I go and get the stuff fixed, they ain't going to trust it. They're not going to say, well, you know, like I was going to get the transmission rebuilt. Even if I get it rebuilt and show the paperwork that it's rebuilt, right? It's not going to convince the buyer that, well, okay, yeah, that's why I should pay the extra $5,000 and stuff like that, or whatever it costs to get the transmission done, right? You know, no, they're gonna come in, they're gonna lowball it. So if you're gonna lowball it, that's cool too, but you lowballing it because you know that you got the money and stuff, or you investing into whatever it is that you're gonna get it fixed. Kind just like buying cars and stuff like that. Like every car I done bought, I done bought on the low end. But I know that it's no mystery into what I got to do and stuff like that. They say, well, hey, look, I'm selling this car and stuff, but the motor's blowed up in it. It's cool. Okay, that's what I want. I want the car with the motor blowed up, because when I get the car, I'm gonna snatch the car out. The new motor's gonna come in. I'm gonna tear apart that motor and stuff. Make sure that everything in it is straight, and then I'm gonna throw it back in the car. And I throw it back in the car and stuff. Now I know what I got, because I know I did the work. I replaced this, that, or whatever and stuff. And so it's the same thing with these trucks. You know, I don't have a problem and stuff, man, buying this or buying that. And I don't have a problem putting the work into it. But I just ain't gonna be buying no truck for no $40,000, and you ain't did nothing to it. And then I gotta go over here and get an end frame and the transmission rebuilt, along with some other stuff. And so now I got $40,000 in the truck. Then I got Triple CS. What's going on? I got $40,000 in the truck, and then I got another $30,000 in repair. I ain't doing all that. I don't have a problem with the repair. I do have a problem with paying something that's overpriced, and then you trying to convince me that, okay, yeah, the truck is on the up and up. I don't have time for that, man. I mean, you know, when I'm ready to put it to work, I'm ready to put it to work. You know, I can't be sitting there hooking up to a load and stuff, and then next thing you know, now the truck break down and stuff, and now I got to start dealing with all these issues and stuff of getting this load covered and all this crap in there, finding a shop and all that crap. So I just want to remove all the mystery. And so I'm just trying to figure out which way to go with it, because I'm like, yeah, I can go to the auction. You know, I can go to the auction. I prefer, whichever way I go and stuff, I prefer whatever equipment I get, I ain't taking no guesses, because this truck here was a mystery truck. You know, this truck right here was a mystery truck and stuff. And I said, you know, I say it again, I would never, and this is me, my preference, I would never buy another used post-emission truck. I would never buy another post-emission truck used, ever. Cause, you know, the mystery, well, I ain't gonna say it wasn't even a mystery. It was just a lot of stuff could have got avoided, right? You know, I understood now why they sell these trucks and stuff, why they get rid of them. Cause if the emissions were never issued, they would probably keep these trucks to 1 million miles. To be honest with you, it's just, you know, that orange light of death come up there and stuff, and they ain't got time, you know, to be going back and forth trying to figure this thing out. But, you know, like I said, this truck is a CR England truck, so you know they run California, and they not about to go in and do surgery and stuff to every one of them trucks and stuff, and then somebody go in California and get caught. So, you know, they just go ahead and auction them on off and stuff like that, and then it's somebody else's problem. And so now you got $57,000 in a truck. You got $57,000 in a truck. You got a 6-month warranty on it, where you got 6 months. All right, Mr. Eastwood, what's going on? You got 6 months in a truck, and you can get it moved. You can get it bumped up to 2 years and stuff, right? But it's a third party. You know, it's a third party people and stuff, and you can pay all this money and still lose out. You know, you can still lose out and stuff, rather than just save your money up and stuff like that, and then whatever issue come up, okay, you're gonna fix it. So, at least with that new truck, and stuff, I got a guarantee and stuff, right, of 4 years. So, you know, I got a guarantee of 4 years and stuff like that. Plus, I had the truck from day one, so I'll know what I did with it, opposed to when I got this one and stuff. You know, the truck had 400,000 on it, and even though it was in a lease program and stuff, it's from CR England. So, you know, CR England got a real high turnover. I mean, let's keep it real. They got a real high turnover. So I don't know how many people had this truck before it hit the lot and stuff, man. I imagine maybe 10, 11, you know, I ain't gonna say 10, 11, probably. They probably had 20, 30 people up in here, you know. But I took the risk on it, and for the most part, it was profitable and stuff like that, you know. But if I had to do it again and stuff, I would definitely just say, okay, well, especially with Lone Mountain, it would either been a new truck or no truck. That's straight up. It's either new truck or no truck. Or I would have at least got something a little bit. I would have got something a little bit cheaper in the price tag and stuff than this one, you know, cause they like I said, they had some trucks in there and stuff, man. You know, you could have had them things paid off in a year, you know, same thing and stuff, 400,000. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's my two options there and stuff. Cause I'm like, I could just ride for the next 2 years and stuff, and then after 2 years, just after 2 years and stuff, do the same thing, except, you know, I ain't financing. I'm just going over there to the lot, just saying, you know, I know the truck was $130,000, $140,000, but I mean, shoot, if you go up there, you know, you give them $100,000 and stuff like that, cash money, you walking out there with something. So, and I'm just looking at that too and stuff, and just saying, well, you know, if I keep this one with the truck with no payments on it, I could kind of cut back a little bit, cause, you know, when you run and you reach your goal, right? When you run and you reach your goal and stuff like that, you know, anything past your goal and stuff, you know, I mean, it's still good. That's why I say, like, run while you can for as long as you can. Well, what do I say? Do what you can while you can for as long as you can. As long as you do that and stuff like that, you know, it's not like, okay, hit the goal and then once I get it, okay, yeah, just go ahead and shut down. But I do want to be off on weekends and stuff a little bit more, and it's a lot of stuff I want to do on my social life. It's a lot of stuff I want to do socially, cause I didn't realize and stuff, man. I've been out here on this road for 4 months, man. Let's see, gave up my used Volvo Def and the I shift. Yeah. You know, if you know, like I was saying with this truck here, is that the only thing I wish I could have done differently with this truck here, I wish I could have had somebody lined up to do the surgery instead of just sending it over there to Freightliner and stuff, right? Every time the light came on, just say, you know, just took it over here to the guy, let him do the surgery, and I would have been $14,000 up. Because, you know, you got that money and you got to make that money back. So let's see, bought an 07 built from the ground up. And see, yeah, you know, I'm cool with that too. It's just the thing is, people want to sell you on the idea that if you getting anything, especially if the truck is post-emission, I mean, especially if it's pre-emission. If the truck is pre-emission, they want to sell you on the idea that they done did something to the truck and stuff. And I'm like, you know, yeah, a 07, yeah, I can imagine somebody putting an end frame on and stuff like that. But, you know, anybody has a 07 now has over $1.5 million on it. $1.5 million, probably knocking on 2 million right now. So it's due for another. You know, it's due for another end frame and stuff like that. So, you know, hey, I'll take it before you put the end frame in it, but just don't sell me this truck with the end frame price. You know, okay, yeah, I'm still gonna sell this truck $30,000. Okay, you ain't got to worry about all this DEF issue and emission issues and stuff like that. Yeah, I get it, but that's not important, man. Cause I'll still go get a post emission truck, $30,000 and stuff, right? Well, I ain't gonna say 30,000, but yeah, okay, yeah, 30,000 with low miles on it, and if it start giving me any issues and stuff, I just take it to the doctor and have the surgery done on it and just be done with it. But, you know, again, I know I'm not getting any more fleet trucks. I'm not going to get another Freightliner or, well, I'm going to say this, I ain't going to get another Cascadia or the International, what's that? The ProStar and stuff like that. You know, the 760s and all. I'm past all that. I ain't doing, you know, if I get something, it's going to be a large car. W9, 379, 389, you know, the Lone Star, you know, Lone Star International 9900, something like that and stuff. I even consider the Classic. It's just the Classic's kind of been done to death, though, to me. Hold on, what you got? Yeah, this is why I wanted a new one, but I'm glad I started with this one so I could learn how to run my business, because when you know what you're doing, it's easier. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people getting, you know, it's good to get a new truck. It's good to get a new truck for the issues of not having to learn the truck right off. But what I'm starting to see is that you getting a Freightliner Cascadia, but you paying a Kenworth W900 price tag on it. You see what I'm saying? You know, hey, it's cool if you paying, you know, $3,000, if you paying $3,000 a month for a truck, but man, make sure it's a truck that, you know, when you start paying that amount of money, you talking about, man, a studio sleeper. You talking about a studio sleeper W9, 389 and stuff, ultra sleeper, even some of those custom built sleepers and stuff. You know, that's the type of money that you paying for those trucks there. But man, don't hand me this stuff, man. $3,000 for you paying $3,000, $2,800, you know, 26, anywhere from $26,000 to $3,000 for an old prime truck. You know, an old prime Cascadia, man. You know, miss me with that nonsense, man. Cars, let's see, hold on, what you got? Bought, let's see, 1.3 million, 7 grand, but into it close 14,000. She done fine, pulled 43,000 in Wisconsin. Yeah, see, you know, that's what I'm saying, like that. Something on the low end, right? And then I don't, you know, as far as like the bill, I'm gonna go all out on that. I'll go all out on the bill and stuff, you know, cause let's see, special now, truck prices. Yeah, you know, that's the whole thing I'm saying. But see, it's like people sitting there and they getting these lease programs and stuff, and I be telling people, look, you're getting comfortable in the lease program, and I can see that you're getting comfortable. Why? Because of the stuff that you're doing. You know, you going over here, you polishing wheels and you polishing the wheels and stuff like that, and buying radios and, you know, all this sound system stuff. See, that's comfortable nonsense. The whole reason why you in a lease program is because something is wrong either with your credit or your knowledge in trucking, which means that you got to get those things up to par. You see, you ain't got nothing to lose in the lease program and stuff, but at the same time, it's not something that you get in and get comfortable with. You go in, you get your capital. When you get your capital, you go get your credit and stuff fixed. They talking about, oh, well, yeah, I got money and all, I'm putting money and stuff away. You know, everything gonna be all right. Cool. You need to go over here and talk to somebody about getting your credit and stuff straight, man. You know, it's all right when you starting out with absolutely nothing, because, you know, there's no, you know, we legacy builders, first legacy builders. So nothing's gonna come to you, and nothing's gonna come to you cheap. You see, you know, when you starting out here for the first, you know, first time buyers programs, all this stuff there, you got high interest loans and all that stuff there. It's time to get your stuff fixed. That's the thing. If you go to Prime, right? There's nothing wrong with going to Prime. But when you're going over there at Prime and you making this money, that's when you need to start talking to people about, hey man, I need to get my credit fixed, right? You know, I need to get an understanding about how this system and everything works in trucking, because when I have all my pieces together and I can make this move, I can go ahead and I can leave, and I ain't got 3 years working for a company. I ain't got 3 years. I ain't got 4 years, 5 years, because you're going to wind up being just like Hector. You know, $300,000 in the truck and you ain't nowhere to owning it. You get into one disagreement. You get into one disagreement of how you got to make money and stuff, because that's what we're going to do as business people. We're going to disagree. There are going to be lows out there and stuff. They think that, well, you should take it because it's in the best interest of the company. And then you looking at your pockets and saying, well, look, this ain't in the best interest because I need money to do this. Or, you know, so you having a discussion, but the thing is, they throwing the truck in your face. Hey, well, listen, if you don't take this load and stuff right, I'm gonna take this thing that you out here working hard for, because they see you out there doing it. They know you going to the chrome shop. That's why they inspect the truck every month. Okay, what kind of stuff he put on the truck now? Yeah, he putting chrome on it. He keeping it extra clean and all that stuff there. He got real comfortable with that truck. Yeah. So then they gonna treat you a certain way. You know, Kyle, we always hear these stories and stuff in these lease programs, or at least that's what I did, which didn't make sense to me. You know, a lot of guys and stuff, and they do this in these moving companies and stuff, Kyle. They were the only people at the time that were doing the lease to own deal. They would lease a truck, and then they would say about 6 months before the lease and stuff was done, they couldn't make any money, and then they wound up taking the truck and stuff back. So what I would say is that my argument now, because I understand the industry, is that so you leased the truck for 4 years, and you telling me for 4 years you wasn't able to put away enough capital, so when they started doing that 6 months before the truck got paid off, you couldn't say, all right, here's 6 months worth of payments, go ahead and give me the title, and I'll go ahead and ride this out. In 4 years, you couldn't come up with no kind of plan like, hey man, listen, I need to find a way to get, you know, even if you like the truck, let me find a way of getting the finance away from over them and get finance for myself, since I'm over here making money. Because that's where everybody want to get up in post. Oh man, I'm making $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000 and $6,000 a week and stuff, and you trying to tell me you can't take that type of capital, right? You can't take that capital, multiply it by 2 months, and then take that money and move to the next step. You know, it's like I said, things just don't make sense to me and stuff. They got this company out here called what's that company? Watachi, if I'm saying it right. And like I said, there's nothing off limits to get to where you have to go. The problem is not to get in it and get comfortable, because if you look at your situation, and you know that the only way I can get a truck is if I go to a place and get them $10,000, like those people over there at Prime Logistics, you know, well, not Prime, all right, them guys over there at Prime. It's only 2 people I know that made it out that program. I don't know, y'all may know some more people. It's only 2 people I know that made it out that program and stuff. One was Woody, and the other one was B Smooth. And so, you know, but B Smooth is the only person that still got his truck right now. And you know, shout out to B Smooth, man. But B Smooth and stuff, he was straight up from the beginning. And he said it was his circumstance which allowed him to do certain things and stuff to get his truck. It was his circumstance. And so, you know, a lot of people don't have circumstances like B Smooth, because to my understanding, he says he's not married, he don't have children. What's going on? What's going on? Hey man, bruh, listen. I'm gonna say this: you young, right? I was young. I was young too. Once upon a time, right? I know, but see, here's the thing, though. A lot of your issues don't come from trucking. If you notice that, right? Your truck and stuff, you don't have a lot of issues with that. It's the other stuff. Like it's something about when you get to Memphis. It's something about when you get to Memphis, man. That's when I get worried. Cause as long as you in the truck, you all right. It's when you at that house. It's when you at that house and stuff, man. And that's when I get all right. I'm gonna say this: if you do a video and you at the car wash or in the car, you all right. But the second you get home, man, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I mean, good gracious. Yeah, you know, yeah, and so I'm gonna say this, okay? When I was, You know, you still in your 20s, right? You still in your 20s. So I'm gonna wait till when you get about 28. When you get about 28 and stuff, that's when everything will pretty much play its course and stuff. So just don't have fun, right? Have fun. Just don't make any kind of serious plans and stuff like, you know, fatherhood and marriage. Don't make those type of plans. To, you know, when you get 28, then okay, that's when you make those. You ain't 20. Cause man, but hey, listen, but look, why you up? Hey, what's that pimp name again on Instagram? What's his IG page? Cause man, I gotta check him out. Fat Daddy the Trucker, what's up, brother? Let's see, are there nice areas in Memphis? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you gotta leave that to Chase and Andrew. If he's still up here, he could probably direct you and stuff about Memphis. I don't know nothing about it, you know. I don't know nothing about it and stuff, man. Let's see. It's more drama than MTV. There you go. All right, so but yeah, let's see, no doubt. All right, let me get back on topic again though. But you know, the thing is, and I keep saying this and stuff, is that you're going in with no money. That's why you in a lease. Keep it real. You ain't got no money. So you're trying to build capital. Something's wrong with your credit. So you need to get your credit fixed. You don't need to be focused on nothing else, man, except getting your credit fixed. Because when you ready to get your truck, and you got your portfolio and stuff in check. Superfly 16. Okay, all right, got it. Superfly 16, got you. Okay. So get your credit straight, right? You're making the money. You're saying you're making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a week. Okay. Go to somebody that can fix your credit, right? So you're taking a little bit of money, and it don't take a lot of money to do that. Get your profile and stuff fixed up. So that way, when you decide to go get your truck, you can go get a brand new truck, Cascadia. You know, you don't want no Peterbilt or you don't want no 389P, you don't want no W900. That's cool. If you're going to get a Cascadia, if you're going to get a Freightliner Cascadia, Volvo 760, International ProStar, then you shouldn't be putting down $10,000, even if the truck brand new. If they fix your portfolio up right and stuff, you should be about $5-6 grand and stuff at the most. You have payments and stuff that's reasonable, and that way you can get out here and you can work, and you can get out here and work and stuff on the best or worst case scenario, and you okay. You all right. But people sit there, they get them trucks and they get to riding in them, and they saying, you know what, this truck is comfortable. I like that new truck smell, and the money I'm making is okay. And, I think I can deal with this. I think I can make it out of this program and stuff. And it don't work out like that. It's a trap. It's a trap. The people that's sitting there leasing the truck, their plan is not to sell you the truck, but to make the money on the truck for as long as they can. That's why they tell you can get the truck, right? But you can't get it and lease it to somebody. Why? Because you're already in a sublease. They lease the truck through the company, and you're the sublease. So you can't be a sublease and then say, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get a whole bunch of trucks or whatever and stuff and lease them out to other people. And then your payments and stuff, man, are astronomical. Look at Woody. Woody was a prime example of that and stuff. He went over there. It's good for him, right? It's good for him, but it ain't good if you're trying to start out a business and you sitting over here paying truck payment and stuff, man, $600-700 a week. That's crazy. The people that got, the man they was working for, RST, he got his trucks through quality. He got his stuff straight, and when he got his stuff straight, his credit, he got his capital, he got everything on point. He said, you know what? I'm done. I'm going down here to Volvo or wherever I get my trucks from and stuff, and they giving him a reasonable rate. Why? Because he got all his stuff fixed. He got everything worked out. So when them truck payments coming in, they ain't kicking him in the tail. He's still in this man. I mean, he making big moves and stuff now. But when he started out with quality trucks. He got his money, and when he got his money, he said, "Okay, I got to get rid of these quality trucks. I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't got nothing to lose with them. Okay, hey, come get your truck. I'm straight now. I got my credit and everything. I got everything where I need to be at and stuff. So now I'm going to get all brand new trucks because I understand the system of Prime, right? I understand this system. I know how to make money. I know how to make money consistently. I can bring drivers in, and I'm not getting knocked in the head for all this ridiculous type of stuff. But if I want to make some money, yeah, I'll get the truck. I'm getting it on the low end. I'll lease it out to somebody. And stuff, and then this one lease truck is going to pay for 3 trucks. This one lease truck is going to pay for 3 more trucks for me because my credit's straight. My capital and stuff is straight. So I got it on the best and worst case scenario. So if somebody get the truck and things don't work out, that's cool. Because I got enough money stored away, I got enough money set up to where I can take the truck, get whatever I need worked on and stuff, put it back out there and let somebody else get it. Even if I can't get nobody to sit in it, if the truck got to sit and stuff like that, that's cool too. It ain't beating me in the head. That's how he did it. And that's how everybody got to do it. If you're gonna stay out here and stuff in this business, man, you got to get your overhead down to a minimum to pay what everybody else and stuff is paying. That's crazy. You sitting there, if you got to give somebody $10,000 down, just understand, hey, my circumstance is not in the best of shape. So I need to get on the ball and get what I need and stuff straight so that I ain't sitting over here paying all this money just to stay in business for a truck that's astronomically overpriced. It's crazy. You sitting there, can you afford a Peterbilt? Absolutely. You can afford the Peterbilt and the fuel costs and the whole 9 yards. The problem is that you're doing it with a Freightliner Cascadia, with a International ProStar, a Volvo 760. Fleet trucks. They ain't got nothing in them, just the bare minimum, and you paying all this money. I keep saying that same story over again. When I went to Lone Mountain, and they was telling me $2,600 a month for a Kenworth W900 studio sleeper, 13-speed transmission. 13-speed transmission with an APU and stuff. This thing got all the bells and whistles in it. They talking about $2,600 a month is a lot of money that's a lot of money for that truck there. I'm like, dude, you got guys out here. And stuff, man. You must ain't heard about quality. He's talking about the only place you can take that truck to is to the oil field. I said, man, you got guys out here running normal freight, paying $3,200 a month for a truck, a fleet, a B-class truck. A B-class truck ain't got nothing in it. $3,200 a month. $3,200 a month, and you over here with a Kenworth W900 fully equipped for 26. Fully equipped for 26, man. Get the heck out. So if it's 26 for a W900 studio sleeper with all the bells and whistles in it, then how much you think you're gonna be paying for your Freightliner Cascadia that ain't got nothing in it? 17, 18, 1900. You know what I'm saying? That's good for a brand new truck that ain't got nothing in it. That's good and stuff, man. But you know, you send over $3,000, $3,200, $3,300. And you know that's crazy and stuff. And people saying, okay, that's cool to do that. That's cool to do. It's all right to do it. It's all right to do that. So if they can get you on the truck, what else they gonna start? They gonna start working on the rates too. Then, well, hey, you know what? He don't mind doing that and stuff. So you got a truck with a high payment, but then you running freight and stuff under par. Where, hey, look, the load, you know, listen, the load paying, you know, just like you getting paid by the mile and stuff. You know, 90 cent a mile, fuel surcharge and stuff. 25 cent fuel surcharge. $1.10 loaded miles, load and empty. Yeah, I'm gonna give you $1.10 for something that's supposed to be paying almost $3, maybe $4 a mile. Let's see, hold on, what you got, Fat? What about financing a used Cascadia, $15,000 down on a fifth? What about financing a used Cascadia, $15,000 down on a $50,000 truck, 400,000 miles on it, 6,000 extended warranty with a good person to run under, making 6,000 to 10,000 a week? Feedback, please. Okay. It's a lot of problems. Let's see. I'm listening to you, bro. Keep sharing the info. Okay. Here's the problem and stuff. It's a lot of flaws in that right there. Number one, $15,000 down on a truck that got 500. Wait a minute, hold up. Let's see, hold up. Make sure I'm reading this right. $15,000 down. Come on a $50,000 truck, 400,000 miles on it. You see what I'm saying? None of that makes sense. Dude, this truck right here. This truck right here had 400,000 on it. This truck right here had 400,000 on it. I put down, let's see, how much I put down on this truck. 3,500. I put 3,500 down on it. I had 6 month warranty on it. Let's see. The other thing, let's see, good person to run under, making 6 to 10 grand a week. Feedback, please. Where you making $6 to $10,000 at? You can't do that 6,000 to 10 grand consistently. Remember, all of us, the only people that's making that type of money and stuff is anybody that got a truck that's still running paper logs. That's it. There's no more argument about anybody that has that's running ELDs that's doing 6 to 10 grand consistently. There's no way you're doing that. There's no way you're doing that and stuff, because it's a cap on what you're gonna do. You got the possibility of making it, but then it's so many things and stuff that can go wrong. It's so much stuff, because you get held up at a customer. You get held up at a customer. You get held up in a traffic jam. Anything and stuff, man. You get held up 30 minutes, and then you get someplace and they tell you, okay, we can't take it to the mall. That's it. They can't take it to the mall. Walmart tripping now and stuff, you know. Walmart tripping now, man. They like, what Walmart is doing now, if you late with a load, even though they got all this COVID stuff going on, right? Restocking. They talking about restocking essential values and all essential value product and stuff that you have on your truck. They making you hold that load for 7 days. They making you hold that load for 7 days now and stuff. It doesn't matter what you have. 7 days, and then on top of it, Walmart is making it now to where you got to pay 3% of what you got to pay 3% of the value of the load. You got to pay 3% of the value of the load. So if you late with that load and stuff, they're gonna stick you with a claim. So if you got $100,000, you gotta pay 3% of that. 3%. So what Walmart loads your stuff, you know, paying $3,000? What Walmart loads you know that's paying $3 grand? and you gotta pay 3% of what you have. Now you gotta pay 3% of what they paid from the customer. 3%. So you see what I'm saying? And that's in the reefer division. That's in the reefer division and stuff, man. I mean, you know, it's just, you know, it's a cap. It's a cap on this thing. And people have got to understand that's what it is. It is what it is. It's a cap. Unless your truck is a 99 and you running paper logs and stuff, and even then, the whole reason why they went to this ELD stuff is because when everybody was on ELD, yeah, you can make 6 to 10 grand and stuff easy. You can make it easy because there was no such thing as late freight. If you was late, it was because you know what? Hey, I just ran out of steam. And look, I tried to drive this thing and I can't drive no more. And I tried to pull over for an hour, and an hour turned into 3-4 hours, and that's what happened, you know. And even then, they wasn't tripping on that. You won't hold no daggone load for no 2 weeks or a week or whatever. Okay, listen, we'll get to, you know, it's gonna be a wheel call and stuff like that. You probably there about 6-7 hours. You know, that was it. But you know, this ELD stuff, it put, you know, everybody has a cap now. So when you go over a certain amount of stuff, they can look at your stuff right then and say, you running illegal. You know why? Look at your pay. Let's just take a look at your pay. You made 6 to 10 grand. You might make 6 or 10 grand one time. That's it. But you ain't doing it consistently. You ain't doing it consistent. So it's a cap. You got a cap. You got to deal with the fact that's what it is. When we had a chance to do something about it and stuff, we just sat back and said, oh, well, you know what? Ain't nothing going to happen. I have a friend that took that route in making his first purchase. She had shared that she was making weekly. Okay, I mean, I ain't gonna even say it's exceptions to the rule, man. I'm not even gonna say that. But here's the thing, and I'm not gonna debate that issue because to debate that issue and stuff is to insult my intelligence, and I just can't do that. Cause bro, if it was a way to make 6 to 10 grand a week, I'd be doing it. I'm out here all the time. I'm out here all the time, man. You know, I'm out here all the time, man. All the time. Y'all, every time I do live and stuff, well, I'm always in this truck. If it was a way to make 6 grand, if I can make 6 grand, I'll be cool with that. I'll be cool with that and stuff, man. But it's just, dude, it's just no way. Not on ELD, on paper, okay. Them the only ones. On average, okay. On average, and this everybody average too. On average, you gonna make and stuff. Anywhere between 3 to 5 grand. There your average right there. 3 to 5 grand take home after expenses. Now, again, there are some exceptions. It just depends on what it depends on. A week, yes. Yep, a week, yes. Now here's the exception. It depends on if you start hazmat. If you talking about hazmat, you might add some more money to it. If you're doing hazmat of any kind, specialized. If you're doing hazmat, specialized, then yeah, that's when you could say you could take that money and stuff up. But if you talking about dry van and reefer unit, you're doing anywhere between 3 to 5. 3 to 5 on the average, and that's if you know what you're doing. That's if you know what you're doing. So there's no more argument in it. There's no more argument in it. You might every now and again, you might step up. You might step up. You might get a 6. You might get a 6.5. You might get a 6. You might get a 6.5. You know, 6,500. But 65 is the max. Dry van and reefer, 65 is the max. Unless it was some other stuff that was in there, like you got a whole bunch of detention. If you got a whole bunch of detention and all that stuff there, then yeah, about 65 is the max. But, you know, after everything's said and done, and that's, again, if you know what you're doing, between 3 to 5 grand. And 5, like I said, 5 is on the high end, and you had to do something real good. Okay, well, there's the other problem right there. Miles versus percentage. Miles versus percentage. If you run on miles, you ain't gonna see that. You ain't gonna see that. If you on miles, if you on percentage, if you on percentage, you'll see it. I'm on percentage. I'm on percentage and stuff, and I run straight East Coast, and yeah, I run straight East Coast and stuff. And so, like I said, it's been a little bit of a streak over here. It's been a little bit of a streak over here and stuff, you know, as to why my money been coming consistently. But again, last year I wasn't. No, wait a minute. Yeah, I was doing this last year. Okay, the first part of last year. All right, Mr. Wills, what's going on? The first part of last year, when that recession hit that nobody was talking about, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that and stuff, man. I said, if I was lucky enough. All right, what's going on? All right, the first part of 2019. All right, the first part of 2019 and stuff, I was doing on average, I think maybe 25. But let me explain something though. My expenses were, the company got 12%, and I was at Big Rock at the time, and I've been with them for 6 years. So my expenses was a month. No, wait a minute, not a month. My expenses a week over there and stuff was $150, and that was because, yeah, my expenses were $150, and that was because I had medical. They took out my medical insurance and stuff with the people and stuff that I was insured with. So yeah, no, it was $175. That's what I owe. That's what I owe Big Rock. Now, these guys I'm with now. These guys are with now $900 a week. I'm keeping it real. They get the first $900 and stuff. I gotta pay $300. I gotta pay $300 for insurance and $500 for the trailer. I gotta pay $500 for the trailer and stuff. And so, there it is. It's not. I gotta get on the first $900. So, let's see. Hold on, y'all got. Let's see. I gotta start reading some of this stuff. Let's see. They're giving that. Let's see. They're giving it to you for $15,000 down, because if you don't pay, they already pay. Yeah. Them high, you know, that's them high risk loans and stuff, right? That's them high risk loans and stuff. If you got to pay, if the only way you can get a truck is you got to get them $15,000 down, you need to stop what you're doing right then and say, hey, look, I need to get something squared away. There's something wrong, and I got to get my stuff squared away. $15,000. The only reason why you pay $15,000 down is you getting that truck. You getting the truck with the sleeper. You getting the truck with that real long sleeper and stuff in it. You know, that ultra sleeper, you get one of those trucks there and stuff. Got those trucks about they about $295,000. $295,000. That's the only reason I can see somebody paying $15,000. If you get one of those trucks there, then yeah. If you talking about a Freightliner Cascadia or what's that other truck that Kenworth got? It ain't the T2000, was it? You know, it's one of those fleet trucks everybody be driving and stuff. Trans Am got them. If you get one of those trucks there and stuff, right? A Volvo 760, International ProStar, and you paying $15,000 down, man. The only reason why you paying that is like, hey, look, my credit is I'm in bankruptcy. Yeah, okay. If you in bankruptcy, yeah. That the people who in bankruptcy and stuff do that. If you bankrupt, if you file bankruptcy and you in the first part of it, the 680, yeah, okay, yeah, the 680. That's for people like that. You in bankruptcy and you trying to go in the bank through the back door. If you got bad credit, if you sitting there with bad credit, you ain't got no reason to be sitting there paying no daggone, even with bad credit. You ain't got no reason to be paying no $15,000. That's just, they just overlooking everything. Yeah, you come on in through the back door and stuff. They ain't got nothing to lose because they already know the truck payments and stuff. You just gonna have one bad week. You're gonna have one bad week, and they're gonna come and get the truck. They already expect to get the truck. What? They expect to get the truck about 4 or 5 months anyway. So you turn that truck in, and somebody else coming behind $15,000. So they make if they do 4. If they do 4 and stuff, and they gonna do it. They gonna do it and stuff, you know. That nonsense there and stuff, man. Look, get your stuff, get your credit and stuff straight. Get your credit straight. Cause a lot of people think that credit stuff is jacked up and why they can't go get no truck, and they ain't even they haven't even exhausted. They haven't exhausted all their means. That's what, when you in business, you gotta exhaust everything. You gotta make sure you walk down every path. You gotta make sure you open up every door. Don't sit there and take none of the chance and say, you know, having some doubt or whatever. Somebody, you got to know they told you no. You got to go to every bank and they got to tell you, no, we can't do nothing. Don't sit there and be guessing. Don't sit there and be second guessing yourself, right? And ain't nobody told you nothing. I almost made that mistake. I'm sitting there thinking I ain't gonna get approved and stuff like that. You know, I filled out the application. With Lone Mountain and stuff, man, 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, I was sitting in bed, not doing nothing. Sitting in bed, not doing nothing and stuff, just thinking about trucks. Picked up my phone, filled the application out and stuff like that. I got approved the next day. And that's all I kept saying. All them Lone Mountain ads kept coming up, and I kept saying, man, if I could get a truck through Lone Mountain, if I can get a truck through Lone Mountain and stuff, man, I'll be able to do this, that, or whatever. I don't think they're going to approve me. Because I ain't bought nothing in this amount of time or that amount of time. I ain't financed something so long and stuff. I ain't got no credit. I ain't got no credit history. That's why I kept telling myself. And I said, man, you know what? Go ahead and give it a try. You got to exhaust every single mean you got. That's what it means to be in business. If you ain't going to exhaust your means, then, man, somebody going, you know, you're going to wind up getting into a deal. You're going to wind up getting into a deal, and you could have got a better one and stuff, you know, had you just took the time and stuff to see what your options and stuff are. You know, let the finance people tell you what's up. Don't sit there and say, okay, I heard it through, you know, I heard this through Rooster or somebody else and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Absolutely right. You got to look everywhere. You got to look everywhere, man. Let's see. What you say, her reason for $15,000 down was to lower her payment and to pay a nice percentage of the truck off on the down payment. Okay, if that's what you want, you know, if that's what she want to do, I don't think that that's very economically sound on the business aspect. But if that's what, if she feel that's what she had to do and stuff from her vantage point in business, that's what you do. But you know, in business, you don't whatever the minimum is, that's what you pay. Anything extra, you hold that back until you make sure that everything else is covered on the other end. Because if they only asking the minimum and then you got the other stuff that's left over, then that money, you got to put that money to work. You ain't got that money to be sitting around saying, okay, I'ma just go all in on this, and you ain't got your other stuff straight. You know, that's why you put your money to work. That's why you put your credit in. Everything got to be going to work. But you can't just be all in on this and then you ain't got nothing on the other end, and you got other stuff you got to take care of. You see what I'm saying? You know, you keep that money as a safety net just in case anything happen. If they say if somebody say they want $10,000 and you giving them $15,000, then you just gave away $5,000 that you can't get back, rather than just holding on to that $5,000, seeing how things gonna work in business. And as business progress, if you saying that, well, okay, I want to give these people $5,000, then you hold on to that $5,000 for you. You go make that $5,000 and then you give it to them and say, here you go. Here's $5,000. I worked for it and stuff, but I still got my safety net. You know, you don't never go all in on nothing. You always just pay the bare minimum to make sure that everything and stuff is straight. And when everything is straight and you profitable, that's when you start paying everything off. That's when you start paying everything. That's how people put credit to work. When they go get credit and stuff like that, and they get them 700 credit scores, they take one thing to pay for something else, and all of it go into a circle. All of it is in a circle and stuff like that. You know, so one hand is washing the other. And then when you become profitable, that's when you say, okay, it's time to clear the board. It's time to clear the board and stuff, right? Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this and get rid of this. Because in business, that means once everything and stuff is paid off and your stuff is paid off on time, they're gonna give you a bump up in your you know, I forgot the name of, my mind just went blank, just like line of credit, excuse me. They give you a bigger line of credit, which is what you want, especially if you're trying to expand. Let's see. Okay, great feedback. I got you. So from your perspective, give me a step-by-step process to make my first purchase with fair bad credit. Okay, step one. All right, step one. Make sure that you got some capital. If you ain't got no capital, go get you some capital. That's step one. Step two, know where you stand on your credit. Know where you stand on your credit. If you don't know, get in touch with some people, credit repair people, CPAs. That's why they there. You'd be surprised, man. If you give some of these people, if you give them $200, and 2 hours of your time, right? They can load you down with so much science, man. It's crazy. But people don't want to go in it because they don't think it's it's boring. I ain't got time. So I ain't got time and all this stuff here. Your credit repair, you get with some real credit repair people. And CPAs and stuff, people who do your taxes, you know, accountants and stuff, give them $200, maybe $300 and say, man, hey, listen, I need 2 hours of your time. Go in there with a pen, go in there with a pen, a notepad ready to write. And man, they will load you down with so much science and stuff, man, it's crazy. So, number one, get your capital. Number two, get your credit straight. Get your credit straight. Number three, understand the business that you're in, right? Understand your business and what you're in. and how consistent you're going to be with the money. Can you get in it? Can you make money on a consistent basis? Because that's what's going to determine what kind of equipment you get. When you get an understanding of your business, when you understand that your money come in consistently, when you know where you stand on your credit, when you got the capital necessary, then you go and get the truck. Because then you'll know how much you need to pay. You'll know how much you need to pay. You go tell them. It ain't them telling you. And you ain't got to be paying no $10 or $15,000 unless you want a super truck. If you want one of those super trucks, then yeah, don't restrict yourself to nothing. But I mean, understand where you stand and stuff, right? And do not waste time getting comfortable. I'm getting over here, I'm making money consistently, I might as well stay in this and stuff like that. Then you got 1 year gonna turn into 3 years, 3 years gonna turn into 5, 5 gonna turn into 15, 5 gonna turn into 15, and all you did was just sat there and lease trucks, one after another, because it's easy. Business is hard. Business is hard. And when you sitting there saying that, man, if you sitting back and thinking that business is easy, you ain't doing business right. Business is hard, it's calculated, it's cold. You know what I'm saying? It's always stuff to do. You ain't never ahead of the ball and stuff, even if you are ahead of it. Business is hard. So the thing is not to get comfortable with nothing. I don't care if the money is consistent. I don't care if you've been somewhere 10 years and been 10 years and business has always been going up. Get what you can while you can, but don't ever get comfortable. And don't never let anybody show you that. Don't never show that you are comfortable. Don't never show them that you are comfortable. And what I'm saying about that and stuff, hey, keep yourself humble. You see what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with having the nice thing. It's nothing wrong with having the nice things in life. There's nothing wrong with that. But never show your partners in business and stuff how you living. Where you taking your money and making all these investments and stuff like that, hey, don't come in there flossing and flexing. Don't do none of that stuff. Because when they figure that out, somebody gonna throw a monkey wrench in your game and mess the whole thing up. Like this whole, like in business, we got too many people in business right now that they just employees, but they in charge. An employee is in charge of a business deal that can affect millions and millions of dollars. This is why Celadon go out of business, because the people they put in charge didn't have nothing to lose. These are hourly employees. Yeah. These are hourly employees and stuff. So, that's the step-by-step, Fat Daddy. You ain't got no capital. You need to get some capital. Get your capital by going to somebody where you can get some money. You can get some money consistently. Understand your business. When you understand your business and your money is coming in consistently, get your credit fixed. Get familiarized and stuff, man, with get familiarized and stuff with setting up a portfolio and stuff, right? What's your goals, what your intentions and stuff for year 1, year 3, year 5, those sort of things there and stuff, right? Like I said, once you got everything that you need, then you gonna move forward. If you do everything right, you should have everything that you need in 6 months. You should have everything you need in 6 months. That's when you should be ready to move and stuff. So you tell them people, okay, y'all truck back and stuff, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me get what I need to get. And move on them and stuff like that. You can say, well, hey, listen, you give them their truck back, but you're saying I'm coming back with my own equipment and stuff like that. Same rules apply, right? Cool. But they set stuff. Let's see. Would you drive for a friend you could trust to save the necessary capital to make the purchase, then fix your credit? Yeah. If your friend But here's the thing about your friend. You are no longer, when it comes to business, that's not your friend. When it comes to business, that's a business partner. If your partner allows you to work to a point to where you can make money consistently, meaning that when you talk to them, when you and him are talking, y'all talking about business. Y'all talking about them dollars, you talking about business. And how consistently can I make this money? Yeah, you work for whoever. If it's a friend, family member, whoever. As long as the money is consistent and they understand that this is the business right here. Don't let friendship and stuff affect your because you can still be friends and stuff, but don't let that affect your business. You talking about dollars, okay? You talking about your dollars. If he's trustworthy enough and stuff, and the only way to me, he's trustworthy if the money's consistent. You ain't gotta look for him and stuff. You know, when it's time to get paid, I ain't looking for you. My check and stuff is where it's supposed to be. He gives you an understanding and a breakdown about things and stuff if you need that. None of this friendship stuff like, hey, bro, hey, can you look out for me and stuff? You know, I ain't get this week. I ain't get that week. No. As long as they are speaking the language of business, you can work for whoever. You know, I turned in my lease truck 2 weeks ago. Take the rest of the year off. Okay. Hey, if you can do it. Yeah, if you can do it. But yeah, don't restrict yourself, man. As long, you know, when y'all had that conversation, and the conversation and stuff is about business. That's it. You know, hey, y'all can talk about whatever strip club you want to go to or whatever fishing hole you want to go to and stuff after the business and stuff is done, you know. But just don't get the two mixed up and stuff and say, well, because that's my buddy and stuff, you know, I'm going to let him slide. I'm going to let him slide and stuff on, you know, he didn't pay me this week. My money ain't where it's supposed to be at and stuff like that, and he know it, you know. Don't let that stuff slide right there and everything, kind of. That's the case, man, bro. It's, you know, then he ain't your friend. You know, he gonna treat you like a sucker. You know, and that's when people get hurt. But hey, fellas, listen. My battery and stuff is real low and stuff like that. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I hope that my information and stuff was helpful. If you need more insight, y'all got my contact information on my personal page and stuff. Oh, it's a woman. Let's see. She guaranteed. Okay, let's see. She guaranteed $2,500 weekly to stack my money and get me on my feet. I've currently got $8 grand stacked now. Okay. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If she's guaranteeing you 25, then she needs to give you a breakdown. She needs to give you a breakdown of how you're going to get this 25. So it's understood, right? So it's understood. You know, all right, Mr. Willis. Yeah. If she's talking about giving you 25 guaranteed, then you need to get a breakdown of how you gonna get that 25 and stuff. She needs to tell you step by step, just like I told you step by step how to get that 2,500. If she telling you don't worry about that, then it ain't no guarantee. That just, it sound good. You know, it sound good and stuff. Just like, hey man, listen, it's some cake over here on the other side. You know, she hasn't purchased the second truck yet. She is going to draw up a personal contract. Okay. And good. If she draws up the contract and stuff like that, that's cool. That's business. But remember, if she's guaranteeing you 25 or whatever money she's talking about paying you a week so you can stack up your money, it needs to be understood how you gonna get that 2,500. That way, there's no confusion. Because if she just telling you the plan is to purchase the truck in May, okay, that's a long time off. That's a long time off and stuff, man. You know, we still talking about 5 months. But, you know, other opportunities and stuff, man, await. So the thing is, I wouldn't be banking on her. You know, you still got 5.5 months till May. That's a long time and stuff, man. You know. Yeah, okay, yeah, stack your money now. But the thing is, come May, you might already have what you need, and you ain't gonna need her on the issue of stacking up your money. But that's the thing there and stuff, man. Anytime anybody start talking about they can make you some money, you know, this right here guaranteed or that guaranteed, give me a breakdown of how this gonna work. You know, everybody got that on the back of their truck and stuff, man. Oh, you come over here and stuff, and you can make $120,000. The drivers over here and stuff, man, they making $370,000. I had a drive over here and stuff, made $1 million this year. And then they can't give you a breakdown of how to make the money. You see what I'm saying? It make everything sound good and stuff. It's like, hey, you know, hey, at the end, you know, somebody sit there and tell you, you know, hey, listen, I've been, like I said, you know, I've been married twice, and stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff my wife told me and stuff that I was gonna get at the end of the night, and then the night came, and guess what? I ain't get it. Let's see, I had the option of driving for the guy she's running under. I just don't have the truck. That's what I was trying to get at with my first message. Okay, so if you ain't got a truck, then that right there, that's not an option. Then you got the option to drive for the guy she's running under. So if you ain't got no truck, then that's not an option for you to sub. Well, he offered it to you, but you got to get a truck. So you got to find another means and stuff like that. Again, you got to find other means and stuff of getting a truck. You know, securing some equipment. Now, you got $8,000. You got $8,000. It's time for you to put that money to work. You know, to be honest with you and stuff, $8,000 is plenty. It's time to start putting that money to work. You know, with just what I was saying and stuff, you got the capital. So next step, you need to get familiarized with your credit and know where your credit stand at. And if your credit ain't where it need to be, then that's the whole purpose why you hiring a credit repair person. Hold up, let's see. Wait a minute. Let me crank this truck up right quick, cause this battery probably gonna go dead. So hold on, cause I still got this message and stuff coming in. Hold on. All right, it might get a little loud. Let's see, wait a minute, hold on. Okay. Hey, can y'all still hear me? Can y'all still hear me, or my audio still coming through good? Oh, okay, all right. Let's see. All right. She stand up, ex-girl of mine. She's about that money. What about Lone Mountain? Okay, well, if you know, if you want to try out Lone Mountain, you definitely got enough. You definitely got enough money. If you choose to go that route and stuff, is just, you know, the person that you You just got to make sure that when you talk to Lone Mountain that you got your stuff straight, as far as like, you know, they're gonna ask you questions, where you gonna take the equipment to, how long you been driving, those sort of things, then stuff. Dang, oh, what the heck? Okay. What I notice about high finance lease drivers is no matter how much they make a week, absolutely no progress will ever be made until the truck goes back, even if they make $5 grand a week. Yeah. You know, but see, they won't. You know what I'm saying? They won't. They won't invest. They won't invest in people who have that that can give them that 101 a little bit better. They won't invest in getting that knowledge either and stuff. You know, like I'm making I'm making all this money and stuff. I'm like, but I'm trying to get an understanding of the industry. And yet, you know, they talking about some of these mentoring programs and stuff. Oh, well, man, this mentor program, that's too much money. You know, because, like I said, I mean, you know, I guess a lot of people say I'm knowledgeable and stuff like, and I'm gonna buy HT book because I know he got something. I know he got something in there that I didn't cover. Yep, I'm gonna buy. In fact, I'm buying HT book tomorrow. Just soon I get my loaded up, my prepaid card loaded up and stuff. I'm going right over there and buy his book. But I ain't gonna share the information now. I'm just reading it for myself. So whatever I acquire and stuff, you know, it ain't nothing I'm gonna share. Like, I just tell him, hey, buy the book for yourself. You know, cause that brother took the time to sit there and go detail to detail and stuff, man, and just write it out. And he believed in his brand enough to publish it and put it out there and stuff, and you know, and you can get that in your arsenal and use it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, let's see. Oh, let me make sure I read this thing right. Let's see. You say she's a stand-up ex-girl of mine. She's about that money. Well, I would try to get that back. That's my first time on your live. I appreciate you. Well, hey. Fact that I'll be trying. If she bought that money, she don't need to be your ex-girlfriend. If she bought that money and you in the same field and stuff, that you are, and she bought that money, man. No, you don't need to get rid of her. You need to be hollering and getting her back. Hey, what's up? Let's get this money together. Ain't no excuse why she your ex-girlfriend. And y'all still working together in business. She my ex, but she my friend first. Yeah, hey. I'm friends with all my ex-girlfriends too, but you know, now, you know, when it comes to business, and stuff, I mean, you know, bro, you kind of, I don't know, maybe, like I said, maybe Sunday, you know, I guess I ain't gonna break into it. I know I ain't the one to get relationship advice to. But yeah, Terrence the truck. No, I'm not getting rid of my truck. I kind of throw the scenario out there and stuff. You know, I thought about it. You know, I thought about trading it in and stuff for that W9. That Lone Mountain and stuff is getting, but you know, I'm just kind of weighing my options up. I'm kind of weighing my options up, guys. I don't want to get the truck. I don't want to get the truck and then have this one sitting and stuff like that. And I don't want to put a lot of money in this truck if I decide to say, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and trade it in. Guys, you know, let's see then. Well, see, that's the thing. That I wouldn't, you know, the truck's brand new. You know, it's a brand new 2021. So it's got a 4-year manufacturer warranty on it. So it wouldn't be no need to get the surgery. I just need to have money for downtime. You know, I just need the money for the downtime, and it'll be their problem. You know. But like I said, that's just one way of looking at it. Buy yourself a pre-emission truck, bro, you know. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking about too. I don't know. I don't know, cause the first, you know, the ones they had 3 years ago was 12,000. So I can imagine now they probably gonna want 15. They probably gonna want 15. So they said they'll hit me up when they'll hit me up once they decide on, you know, when they decide on the whole thing and stuff. But you know, it's just, you know, they did send me the trade-in form and stuff, and they say the trade-in form is good for 6 months. So I'm like, you know, I got it, but I ain't filled it out. I ain't something, no pictures or nothing. So I mean, you know, it's just, you know, like I said, with the truck, it would just be a motivational tool to stay out here. Oh, I got a 2013 Freightliner Cascadia. Man, what the heck? Why this daggone screen keep going black? Yes, it's a 2013 Cascadia 13-speed transmission, DD15 Detroit. You know, it had cancer, but it don't have cancer anymore. It's been completely removed. I just put 800,000 on the truck. Yeah, I just put 800,000 on it, and I owe 2 more payments on it. It's either 2 or 3 payments, I forget. Yeah, same setup. You know, old CR England truck. We don't use that word, Mr. Eastwood. we don't use that word. That's a very bad word. Don't know what that word is. Let's see. So what cash price you will take if I sell this truck? If I sell this truck, it's gonna be between 8 to 10 grand. As it stands right now, if I sell the truck, it'd be between 8 and 10 grand. What's your process of purchase? Hold on, let's see. You got a bunch of questions coming in. You got 8 now. Hey, but look, I ain't got no W-9 now. So I mean, if I ain't got the W-9 now. So that's the only. If I get it, but I'm gonna tell you, honestly, if I decide to go that route, I'll let you know. I'm like, yeah, the truck up for sale. I'll take 8 to 10 for it. Now, if I get this transmission redone, and then the price goes up. I at least need to make my money back on the transmission, cause whether I fix it or whether you fix it, it's gotten fixed. So I'm gonna need that. Let's see. What was your process in purchase? When I got this truck here, when I had this, what I did. When I had Sky Rooster, which was the 07, when I had the 2007 Freightliner, the Freightliner Century class, I dedicated myself 1 year. I saved up $30,000. So when I saved up $30,000, I went and started filling out some applications and stuff like that, right? To see if I can get me a more comfortable truck. And so, when, I filled out applications, and so the place I wanted, of course, to get my truck from was Lone Mountain. So when I filled the application out with Lone Mountain, they asked me some questions and stuff like that. And so some things that helped me was the fact that I had, at the time, I was with Big Rock Transportation, or Ascent Global, or Roadrunner. I was with them for 5 years. So when so they helped me out with the longevity there and stuff. And then after the longevity, they said, how much money you got? I told them $30,000. I proved that to them and stuff. And so they said, well, okay, yeah. And that was that and stuff. So they said, what kind of truck you want? What kind of truck you want and stuff. And I told them I wanted Kenworth and stuff. They had the Kenworth T660s. Anyway, make a long story short, the truck wasn't the way I wanted and stuff, and they had this one. I put the money down on it, went to Fort Worth, got the truck, and I had it now over 3 years. Let's see. I'm looking at a 11 Cascadia needs to get surgery, but they only want 18. They want 18 for the truck for 11. No way. If they haven't did the surgery on it and stuff, then no. No, cause I run local with my own authority. Better question: what was your process in making your first truck purchase? Okay, what was my process in making first? Hey, look, hey, Fat Dad, I'm gonna tell you what, guys. I see you got a lot of questions, right? So, hey, look, go on my YouTube, go on my YouTube page, get my personal information up there. Get my personal information off my YouTube page. Text me and let me know that you got it, and text me, let me know that you got it and stuff, and call me tomorrow. Yeah, when you text me and let me know that you got it, I'm gonna text you back, and I'm gonna set up everything, and then, cause I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow and stuff, right? Well, I got some stuff to do, but I got enough time to answer all your questions and stuff with the trucking thing. Cause I see we got to go more in depth. So I'm willing to give you all that, but you got to give me a call. You can go on my YouTube page, get my personal information. My phone number's up there. Text me, and when you text me, let me know that's you, and and I'll let you know and stuff when I be free tomorrow and everything, and just give me a call tomorrow, and I'll answer any question you have. I'll dedicate that. Like I said, I'll dedicate all the time to that. Okay, all right, Mr. Eastwood, yeah, do the same thing. So you should have kept the Century class and overhaul. Well, here's the thing though. Now, The only reason why I didn't get it overhauled was because I just wanted something a little bit better. Because the truck was a 2007, right? I got the truck in 2014. The truck had 800,000 miles on it when I first got it. I kept the truck for 3 years. It took me 3 years to pay the truck off. They sold me a 2007 Freightliner Century Class for $58,000. $58,000. So the truck cost me $500 a week in a lease program. The truck would have been paid off. The truck would have been paid off in 2.5 years, but it was down for 3 months because somebody ran into it. And it was a nice truck, but I just wanted something better. I just wanted something better and stuff, man. I ain't want to put, it's a nice truck. I just, the Freightliner, the Century classes and stuff, I've been Century class to death. And honestly, I wasn't even supposed to have that truck. I wasn't even supposed to have it and stuff. I had something better than the Century class, but I didn't do what I was supposed to do in business, and well, one thing led to another, and I'm back in the lease program, So, lesson learned. But yeah, I mean, yeah. But see, when you in a lease program, when you in a lease program and you get comfortable, you do stuff like that. You do stuff like that. Working, not putting away your money, and then when the worst thing happened, now you ain't got no money to get your stuff fixed. I had a Volvo 780. I had an 05 Volvo 780. And, messing around and stuff, not putting away my money the way I supposed to and stuff like that. And then the head gasket went out on the truck. The truck got 900,000 miles on it, so it's time for a rebuild. And I ain't had the money to get it rebuilt, so I had to go lease this truck here. And then I leased the truck on account of trying to pay this, trying to get the overhaul done on the Volvo, and it didn't happen. Got a bunch of other stuff came through, Turbo just happened. Yeah, well, I'm gonna say this though. With your injectors, I will get them clean. Before. I will see how much it costs to get them clean before I go buy a set. To be honest with you, I will get them clean first. Yeah, I will see how much it would cost to get them clean and stuff like that, and get them resealed. Put some new rings in it, because injectors, fuel injectors and stuff, they real funny. It ain't like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go buy a set of 6, and I'm gonna go buy a set of 6 and stuff, and then you put them in there, and then it's gonna run great. Or you just preparing for the worst. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I would see how much it costs to get them clean, as opposed to going and buying some. Cause injectors ain't the end of the world, But fuel injectors, man, they real funny, boy. They are some funny. Man, fuel injectors are very funny. Well, look, okay, fellas, all right, for real this time, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. I hope my information and stuff was helpful. I I guess I gotta go home and grab some things and stuff like that. And if everything is where it's supposed to be, well, if I got all my stuff like I'm supposed to, then I'm gonna start making some upgrades to the channel, and we're gonna make this thing a more consistent thing, you know, about the lives and stuff like that. But anyway, this your man here, Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact finding studies, honest on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, peace out.